Welcome to Season 5 of Call of Cthulhu.
Look, my mission is to finally die during one of these
No, that's
campaigns.
my mission. I need to die
I still
every
haven't
time.
died yet.
So this season, the setting is Antarctica. Deeper than anyone has ever gone before. Well, not so much deeper than anyone has ever gone before, but fast.
Jesus Christ, he just popped up out of nowhere.
The audience really doesn't care about how
Pretty much
clear I am.
radio.
Yeah.
Who doesn't minimize this immediately and just listen?
I'm just gonna stop being paranoid. Sorry.
It's probably working
You
fine.
wish.
We're like the bottom four of this group.
I'm Ringo Stiles. Just the men I took away because it's too silly.
That's your album.
Yeah, that's the album. There we go.
Oh,
Men to
Low
boys.
Struck's first album, just the men?
Just the men.
He's been working on his accent for
For
72
2 days.
72 hours. He's the DJ Khaled of 2019.
That's going under assets. 15 million followers.
Yeah, baby.
Ooh, good
You're
call.
halfway to Ellen DeGeneres.
I'm coming for her.
It's hard to beat a white lesbian.
But damn, I'll try.
And we're off. So my character's name is Yuri Morozov. Lost a young boy on the operating table. It was a routine procedure. A simple tonsillectomy. How did it go wrong? He can't even quite remember what happened. It's all a fog.
And I don't think Yuri should be drinking.
You don't know that Yuri shouldn't be drinking.
No, I don't. But out of
I
character.
need to be drinking.
Oh fuck! Out of character. I feel like he needs to not drink. But
On this expedition, are we allowed to bring like firearms?
You are required to have firearms.
Required to have
Yes.
firearms. Okay, good.
What weapon did you bring, Nick?
Well,
a Kalishnikov.
I
So my character is Harold Robinson. He is 30 years old, and he's from London, England. Our propagator and Ringo Stiles. A bit of a bellend, if I do say so myself. So,
Come on, Harry. Let's do another selfie. It's selfie time. The followers love it.
You guys are both British.
you-
You'll get along.
Hello, I'm Danny Douglas, and I go by DD. Just call me DD.
I call him
Everyone
Danny
calls me
because I
DD.
feel it's childish to call a grown man DD.
Because there's a
Dee Dee, get
character
out of
named
my
Dee Dee in my
laboratory.
Call of Cthulhu world, and she's a girl.
Get out of the laboratory.
I'll call you Dee.
In college, they call you Double D.
No, but I mean that works too.
Did you have a lot of bras hanging out? You know, to support you.
All right,
You
moving
got your
on.
bras?
Oh no!
on.
This is
Bros?
this is already what's
Bra?
gonna happen.
Can we roll to make friends?
And they're waiting for you for when you come back, if any of you come back at all.
Oh,
long
Ringo
time,
will
though.
make it back. Ringo always comes back.
But never the same.
Right. Right, like Backstreet's Back.
Yeah, we did an album like that. The men are back.
That's okay. It's not right in front of the mic. It won't be picked up.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, it will by the auxiliary mics.
Ooh, now that we have
Who
all
said
this,
that?
Now that we have all this miking, we should also have an under the table mic that just picks up like farts and various like weird noises. When
It's
I'm
not
running
tabletop
Magic.
anymore. It's
We
table
run-
bottom.
I watch one of these.
Just strap a GoPro to
GoPro.
her and put that in the
Oh
corner.
my
yeah.
god, that would be amazing.
Honestly, if we just had like a pile of food, she would stay by that pile of food
She's
the
on
whole
the diet,
time.
though.
I know, we can't do it, but
We'll sacrifice candy for all these likes.
He's got all sorts. He's got like a bunch of necklaces that he always keeps on underneath his like.
Oh, do they all
business
think that
shirt.
you used to be a white rapper?
No, because
Okay.
all of these.
She's all like bone
He used to be a
necklaces
Johnny
or, like,
Depp.
Occult stuff?
Nobody thinks Yuri is the crazy one on the
No.
It's now Danny.
It's
In
like,
fact,
it's,
it was like
okay.
first impressions crazy, and then it just shifted. Tell you about the time
kinda
Bradley
open up.
lost his third toe.
If I have to hear about Bradley one more time, bro.
You're like sitting there with the camera, just
Yeah.
like slightly around the corner as I'm like rearranging
yeah.
all these weird fetish
You're like
necklaces.
passing
And it's
the
just like a-
bones
just
to your
like a-
all these
fingers.
fetishes.
Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck?
My professor did one of those, except the thing he did was he threw it into the air so it would like evaporate
Oh,
before it
that's
hit his
cool.
skull. And he goes, "Yeah, if you don't throw it far enough, you die because it hits your brain and freezes your brain. You just die." So it's dangerous experiment.
What?
It's chemistry teachers are insane. One year in high school, our chemistry teacher made this explosive crystal.
I am
and
the
they
one
were
who
drying
knows.
on.
And they went which direction? From the airlock?
Direction.
It's on the
Straight up.
side.
Antarctica.
They went forward or
Pitch black.
Sideways. So the
yeah. I give them a de-stressor.
Yep.
First.
Is it a regular de-stressor? It's like, here, have a shot of
Might be a shot.
nice Russian vodka that'll clear you right up.
The vodka.
It is a bowl of frozen tears.
This will help you be man.
Ringo, mate. Film this shit on your
Mom,
camera.
I've got this shit on lockdown. I'm
At this
filming
point,
it.
Film that on camera, bro.
Can't
at this
let
point,
this-
Morty turns around and goes, "You need to stop filming this. You can't upload this.
Ringo, what? Don't film, mate.
Why not?
This. First of all, civilians should stop speculating.
Besides, you're asking the wrong person. Deborah's the biologist.
None of this makes any sense."
It is.
Deborah then says, "Thank you."
I then look
I'm
at my.
glad one of you recognized.
I then look at my 70 in biology, and I'm like, well, fuck me.
Did you know a 70's not even a doctorate?
Look,
Wait,
you
what's
guys, if you don't have a piece of paper, you're not worth anything.
I'm not even worthy enough to ask simple questions. So I'll go fuck myself.
All Russian mountaineers have had encounter with Yeti. It is common knowledge. There are things beyond human understanding.
She's a celebrity. Like, she's the person who shows up on Oprah and talks about biology and psychiatry. She's a published author. She's used
Well,
to
I am on-
morons in the audience asking dumb questions.
I'm on Ringo Stiles' Instagram, thank you very much. So
Thank you for the follow, mate.
I endured an entire night of Yeti cries surrounding our base camp.
I'm
The
sure
most
you,
terror I have ever felt, and after that, nothing has ever faced me.
you know, after a few bottles of vodka, everything sounds like a Yeti. And we both know there are no such things as Yeti.
No vodka was taken on that trip.
There are no Russian expeditions with no vodka. We've all read the journals.
Well, no more than necessary.
when I think of,
rifle buddies.
when I think of science,
I
I
take one over the
immediately think of
shoulder.
rifles.
Who should go?
And there's a pregnant pause.
The surgeon can't surgeon themselves.
Well, I mean,
I plan to,
oh Lord,
and I'm gonna make it happen,
oh Lord.
whether it's necessary or not.
It's the most cringy scene in every movie. It's the one that I always look away at. It's like, oh, I cannot watch this part.
Is anyone skilled in?
back in the right order? I've numbered them accordingly.
I would love to think of Yuri shooting and killing the last of an endangered species and what kind of notoriety that would bring him. I'm the man who kills Griffin.
So you,
I killed the unicorn.
Only cowards shoot first.
What am I doing?
We're here to die.
You say
Does
that,
Ringo say that?
and I look at you, and I'm like,
I'm trying to save the environment. We're here to die.
a how, but it's not familiar. It is not a Yeti, that is for sure.
you know a lot about them.
This reminds me of the Yeti.
Yeah,
culture.
it
Not
reminds
quite
me-
man.
I know
not
what Yeti
quite-
yells like. This
not
is not
quite
Yeti.
gory.
You know what? Sounds like a sound effect that you see in a monster movie where they put a bunch of sounds together to make a scary monster sound. This is fantastic.
I'm
How-
not a scientist, but I don't think we should be capturing any young.
Oh, you are certainly not a scientist.
Am I alone in this?
No, it does seem to contradict our environmental mission.
I'm just saying, I'm here as the social media influencer. I think I should just be a little bit of a moral compass here, because it feels like we're up here in the north and everyone's moral compass is spinning around. We're in the south, aren't we?
We
Not in the
are.
north. Yeah, we're in the south. So I guess I'll just twiddle my thumbs while you go out and, playing with beasts. And that's fine. We could do that. Let's do that.
Good call. You're right. We're definitely going to have to do this.
But this is an armored vehicle, Harry.
It is.
Yes, and those outside of it are squishy meat bags.
So if once we get the animal, we won't send you back out there.
We'll have a large cat on board.
Do you think maybe we should get?
Perfectly safe.
We haven't even determined whether or not it's a bird or a cat. So.
Bird or a feline?
Well, look, Yuri went
Thanks,
out there and
Ringo.
saw it was
Feline.
clearly is a
Thanks-
quadruped,
thanks, Ringo.
right? So
I appreciate your help, bro.
Just doing what I can.
Classic Deborah, if I do say so myself.
oh man, wow, what a dig!
Typical Deb.
Debbie
Not gonna let that one go.
Okay,
Bit of a
Debbie.
Deb head.
Debo.
The first one that she lets die in the tundra.
I mean, there's only 12 of us, so somebody has to be at the top of the list.
We're not gonna let a teenager be killed on an expedition. It really is not that dangerous. We've got all the things.
A teenager.
A teenager.
An elderly teenager.
I could start a Twitter, call it Birdwatch or Catwatch, Cat Birdwatch.
But until we get there, we can't take the risk that any paper pushers or regulatory agencies will get information about this and shut us down. Look, I've already changed the passwords. Nobody is going to get any information in or out of here until they get specific permission from us.
All right.
We can't take the chance they're going to shut these things down. Right now, we're completely radio silent. We got to find out what we're dealing with. We got to get back with this information, and we got to make sure no one steals it from out from under us. So what happened to my great-grandfather? He was going to be there first, and that damn Edmondson got out there before he did. Ruined his career, ruined his life, killed everyone. Had he gotten there first, he'd probably be alive and would have gotten back. We're not going to let that happen again.
I mean, whatever's best for the environment, mate. So, but
When the time comes, I may ask you to step up. I need to know I can count on you.
all right, bro. Well, yeah. I don't laugh in character. I'm laughing at your reaction.
Darwin didn't discover his finches by being nice to his crew. That guy knew how to play the game.
I don't even know how to respond to that. Bit of a piss take, mate.
Everybody on expeditions like this goes through psychological evaluation, and he got skipped.
Yep.
I'm like listening to this, and I'm like,
What? Nepotism.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna die.
This is international no man's land. There are no laws here. You should know that as the person who's been designated to kill on request.
Yep, no laws.
Yo, who is it, Harry?
Harry.
Kill the boy band member, Harry.
You guys were faces and money and like janitorial staff and things like that, but like the adults are working here now. They're like, yes, go play on your Nintendo so we can like focus on our work.
You're a janitor, Harry.
Yeah. It's either multiple ones attacking or it's the same one coming back and forth.
We can't take too much more of this. Who has an idea of how to stop this? We have not changed our methods, and we are seeing no change in the situation.
Reverse the polarity of the
That's it,
cameras.
yeah. Do we have speakers that we can play loud things over?
Play your
We
song.
do have speakers.
Play your song.
I could sing through them. Perhaps that might terrify.
Just like any moment you can get for that that free publicity.
This is me singing in the Antarctic against the backdrop of monsters destroying our vehicle.
Is your character just based on the guy in that commercial who's singing karaoke in the Arctic base?
What?
And then his crewmate is trying to like throw himself into the snow
love
to
that.
escape.
I love that. There are no living creatures that have the capacity to move at that speed.
I wanted to say something so bad, but it would make me sound like such an idiot. Can I just say it?
Yes, you should. You can't taunt the audience with a good one-liner and
what?
then not say it.
What if it's something more like a bacteria or something that's undead?
This is not a zombie movie, fellow. We are dealing with real life things here.
It certainly feels like a zombie movie right now.
I don't know how things work in the boy band world. But in the science world, we deal with facts. You know, maybe that idea of singing onto the speakers is a good idea after all. When we get you squared away for that?
Please don't eat us.
Oh, maybe we should do something now that we've been hit 3 times.
Well, I have this vomit juice that I carry around with me just for like pranks.
Listen, why not both? Porque no los dos?
Are you doing the Fast and Furious, or are you doing the Hours of Chemistry?
We don't have hours,
we don't have
so
time.
Fast and Furious it is.
All right, so
Family.
This is where they keep the rice in. Okay, cool.
Oh man, forgot I made this.
It's like, whoa, you guys brought Tide Pods. That's like half of what I need.
I don't even need to doctor these. I'll just eat the Tide Pods.
Wow, I can't believe you guys brought Tide Pods. Like, that seems so, like, decadent. And it just so happens that Scott is walking by when you exclaim that there are Tide Pods, and he goes, well, of course, we're not animals. And then goes back up to the...
You fucking prick.
Ooh, I failed. 78 over 50.
Oh,
It's
you-
not good.
you
Out
fucking
of practice.
You fucking bellend.
So,
Profession.
It was my profession. There's a lot of auto tune.
thinking into the Arctic,
Yeah.
or the Antarctic, and there's like there's kind of a stunned silence. Like, you can't tell whether or not, like, the older people are like, is this what the young people are listening to now?
Yeah, it's hard to know if that's what it's
It
supposed to
seems
be.
really bad. Is it really bad?
Yeah, it's real bad.
You're going to be like the Tybalt of Planeswalkers. It's like,
Yeah.
just wait till I step up in the War of the Spark, and I'm the one who ends up killing the Cabolas.
You mugged yourself real off.
Not hitting these
like-
notes.
Are you finishing
of
the song?
practice.
Are you going? Like, are you
Well,
going for
I
it?
said I would do it, so I'm committing. We're gonna punish them a little. they're gonna hear the song.
I thought that getting to Antarctica would be the one place where I could avoid this fucking song. And then I get to Antarctica. I can't help but hear your voice every day.
Wait,
No, fuck. What is the boy band called?
One
Ozone?
Direction.
One
I
Direction?
don't. Wow,
Boy
I don't
band.
know any.
98
boy bands.
You
Degrees?
didn't do any research.
Nah.
Brockhampton's the
What was the
only
boy-
boy
what
band
was-
that matters.
Brockhampton is so cool now because they're literally just like anyone who wants to show up and say, I'm Brockhampton now. Cool. Although I feel like once the hot white dude showed up, they're on their way out. Like, Brockhampton won't be a thing in like within a year. Yeah, we never know the names of the individual members of the band. You're like that one Korean boy band where two people have the same name. It's very confusing.
You're such a rebel. You don't need to hit notes.
Why is your style so jarring? No, Styles my last name.
Do we have a microwave? Just
Yes, we
throw,
do.
throw it in the microwave
Mate,
for like.
you don't microwave seafood.
This is a
Not
sacrifice
Oh,
we're gonna
God.
have to make.
You
It's
fucking
either
bellend.
you microwave the seafood or we become seafood.
Their eyes are fixed on you. Nobody is looking at like the screens or the camera.
I'm looking at the screens.
Sure, okay. One person who doesn't care about whether you get sucked into the Antarctic. It's almost like it was waiting and was knowing that the door would be thrown open.
Is this a blur like in the middle of the screen, like we didn't see anything and then just
Like
appeared?
the case come flying out the door and intersect the exact pathway of the thing. Hercules, it's like you're like suddenly the man.
I think it worked.
The moment you opened the door, the blur appeared and ran right for you. I had no time to react, but you hit it squarely with the package. And it deflected away.
All right, mate. Okay.
Well done! Here are shots.
I had these ready the whole time.
I take the shot.
We gotta get it.
The whole point of throwing the case was so that we could escape.
I already have my suit off. I did my job.
You're like the Simpson donut situation. Is like as soon as you came in, you just vaporize out the suit. So it's like, I'm already naked.
I have the suit off so that nobody wants to just be like, just go back right out.
You're already in.
Marcus, do we need to talk? It sounds like you really want a win.
Markham.
Marco.
I feel like that's the sort of thing Ringo would like accidentally call him. Yeah.
Marcus.
One of these guys is a boy band, and one of these guys is a soft industrialist, and so
So soft. I'm like tall, lanky.
do I want to have someone accidentally have cut my throat but been bad at it, or if they just shoot at me?
How many of you have gotten a Nobel Peace Prize yet?
We're scientists. No, we haven't.
How many of you have gotten a prize?
They all raised their hands.
Oh, do you have the prize that you want?
Well, we're not doing this for the prizes.
All right, what are you doing it for?
The science.
All right. Are you able to do that when you're dead?
No. And everyone looks and goes, Hercules. Well, it's like all the alien movies. Like, he's just opened the outer door. So you can still see him being
But
killed
then
through the
it's-
inner door.
Yeah, but
Just like all the alien
inner
movies,
door-
it's inside the ship in the.
Yeah.
This particular vessel does not have a thing where you can close the door and then hit a button and, like, bathe the whole thing in fire. Like, I don't know why all these spacecrafts has the bathe in fire button.
Sterilization 1 star through 5 star.
Yes, I
The
know.
company.
How spicy.
As soon as you open the door and are volunteering, there's a palpable release. And
So you throw open the door. It's already inside.
I know. No. It's already in him.
You turn to Marco. He's a cat.
Yeah.
This whole time that we've been debating about whether or not we'll do it, and then we open the door, it's already happened.
Yeah. It's like it only took 5 seconds.
You're just getting the box. We're not catching the animal.
Okay.
Oh, but to have that written somewhere in the papers. The brave Soul Harry walked out into the snow, braved the elements, just to grab the box that had the blood, the sample that broke
Okay,
open
this is wasting the
everything.
time.
You
All right.
you knew it would end up like this.
I'm gonna kill that guy.
By the way, you guys share a lab. There's just not that much room.
Pushing over your
she-
bottles of bleach. that
No,
you're
literally,
working
no. I was just gonna say, she's like pushing aside the Tide
this
Pod.
bleach out of here.
Like, it's like, why did he leave all this junk over here?
Clean up your station.
away.
Yeah, Scott's in there. He's drunk as shot. He's like poured himself a second one.
Scott, who's been hard at work all day.
Yes.
He's pouring himself a shot.
Keep in mind,
guy.
the social media influencer knows who grabbed the books.
I don't think history's built off the backs of people who grab boxes.
What are people reading nowadays? They're reading tweets, not history books.
Harry, you are twice the man of this, Scott. I say loudly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're gonna get me fucking killed, you idiots! Be like, they respect Harry more, must kill them.
No, see, I wouldn't have thought of that. I would just be
That's-
like,
that's-
this is what is
That's,
true to me.
that's where my mind goes. But
jail them.
he heard me say that history's not made out of the box gatherers.
Yes, and he heard the response.
Oh, God.
No, people are reading tweets now. It's like, you know who cares about tweets? The President of the United States.
Oh,
Yep.
Every show with monsters in it, there's like these people who are naturalists and explorers. It seems like they're all master drawers. Like, it's like, oh, look, I drew a finch. And it's like, wait, did you spend 10 years in art school before you became a global explorer? Yuri's picture? The opposite of that.
Yeah.
It's like
Doctors
a bl-
have awful handwriting, so
it's like a blurry, like,
It's just crazy.
third grader's crayon roll of
See-
a thing.
So you're a scientist.
surgeon,
Don't sweat the details, but
medical doctor.
something like a natural optical camouflage.
Yes.
Oh, I know a lot of governments that would pay a lot of money for that. But anyway,
There was no idea that such a place as an Antarctica could exist.
So, what you asked James Lee for was Griffin lore? 5 points to Griffin lore.
Oh, I see.
Clever.
I already know.
If I were wise enough, I would have been able to make a Raven Law reference. But
I have to step up my game because James Olsen isn't playing this season.
oh, that's
So
true. Yes,
I've got to assume that rule.
I can just see when it actually like comes up. He'll just like edit himself in at perfect moments to just say a pun and then like be out of the camera again. It'll be in the gag reel at the end. It would just be like color commentary with James Olsen. He would just be in a little box in the corner, just like talking over the whole thing.
And we have to do that now.
And here's another missed opportunity where a perfect fun could have been used, but no one at the table had the brains to do it.
Yeah, you're literally describing what I will be doing probably in 5 months from this moment.
Oh, that would be so good.
I'm awful crushed. I couldn't be there for this. I guess it's good I got to slither in post.
So how are these cells going to get their food, the nutrients, the minerals?
We don't know.
Oh, all right.
It's a good question to ask, actually. Huh. That's very interesting. That's that's pretty smart of you to ask that.
Of you.
Huh. Interesting.
He's got the perfect thing to say within 148 characters.
Yep. Yeah.
That's his range.
You should probably find a quiet place and start working on those lyrics.
The tweet mouth.
Struck by griffins. Griffin struck.
Oh, that's the next album. Griffin Struck.
I don't think we call the shots on this.
Well, I can pull out the charm. And maybe.
Ringo.
You know what really works?
Yeah, bruv.
The sparkle.
Yeah, bring out the charm. Crack on, son.
All right.
Hey, baby.
It's an awful idea. We gotta
Don't
go
you
with
want
it.
to turn this ship around?
Yeah, he's like, he has a Barry White mode that only comes out once per concert.
Turn the ship around.
I didn't know you were a bass. Danny, do you have firearms ability?
Just as much as any other American.
Oh, so you're great. Right? Yeah. Well,
sorry,
Your
that is-
grandpappy has like 20 AR-17s
That
like in
is
the
almost
basement,
as
right?
much as Russian.
Scott is sitting in the captain's chair, as it were. It's not quite as weird like that because he doesn't have.
2 cup holders.
Oh yes, before I go, let me just flash the sign of Cthulhu.
Yeah, it's like, you both flash the sign of Cthulhu, and it turns out you're from opposite factions. And like,
Then we draw the long knives.
and then when Ringo comes up, he finds you dead with a bullet hole in your forehead, and him with a sword in his chest, and you're like, "What just happened?" And nobody knows.
Oh, there's an intercom?
Intercom. I was gonna say you could use the Instagram, but that wasn't the word I was thinking of. It's like
You can't use Instagram. Your social media is on freeze.
Yeah. Probation. It's bad.
that's right.
And hold on, I gotta rethink my accent. I think, therefore, I am. I think, therefore, I am. We need to check the suits.
I should point out at this point that as you guys were traveling out here before anything was going on, a lot of the scientists were playing Fortnite.
Can you play Fortnite offline?
Not that I'm aware of.
No.
Why? Never mind.
It's a LAN party, Peter.
Okay.
In a year when this makes it on this channel, that will have actually happened.
Or by the time this makes it on the channel, people are like, "What's Fortnite? Was that a game from the 80s?"
Is that?
Can I bring you anything?
Yeah, you could bring me like a 20 rolls of duct tape here. But
I will be right back.
no.
I go grab him some stuff.
Huh.
It's sort of like, oh, someone dripped candle wax onto this surface, and you keep accidentally touching it because no one bothered to clean it up.
What? So it's a sticky substance?
I don't know
Is there any-
who would do that.
Yeah, are you the kind of person who naturally, whenever you touch something sticky, you bring it to your mouth? And,
No.
Are you sure?
Just like a sticky clear substance?
Yeah, it's colorless. It's sort of like
A
just someone.
sticky-
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
It's like jizz.
I'm gonna have to find a scientist.
Fresh juice.
I'm gonna have to find a scientist. So I'm gonna.
You're in luck. There's a whole bunch of them on this ship.
leave the airlock.
Yeah.
Say,
Scientist, my hands
excuse
are
me, I could
sticky."
use. How many people would we have to eat?
Wait, what?
I'm preparing for the end game here.
I admire the fact that they're very considered cannibalism as a possibility.
Bro-
Maybe they're not.
Boy band travel arrangements are notoriously dangerous.
So now seems like a good time.
We've already eaten 3 people.
Well, okay,
We're
alright.
started.
If you are reading this,
We are already dead.
we are already dead, and it's Markham Scott's fault. He is a failure, and his expedition is terrible, or something like that.
Yeah, it was like...
Markham Scott took this expedition to the limit and killed us all. Wow. He deserves
Took it
no
to the
glory.
limit.
I'm gonna break my phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
Wait,
What
don't.
about sending for
maybe
help?
don't do that quite
Don't
yet.
do that quite yet? Okay. I was just thinking, like, Dead Man Switch, it's like, the
There's
only way...
lots of cool things you can do with your phone. They
guess
double as
that's true.
flashlights.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna in fact,
That'd be really funny if you got
Wow.
back alive and forgot that you had scheduled that tweet.
So this is so you can threaten Markham Scott with it?
pretty much.
it would be
People are always
super awkward if your undead doppelganger returns with no memory of this tweet being prepared, and then it gets tweeted out. And it's like,
Yeah, and
but
it's like, what
Ringo Starr has been performing for the last 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Who knows what could be out there? Actually, we all know what could be out there.
that is
Without
very.
a light on that side, it could be right up next to us, and we'd never know.
Thanks for that, mate. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Do we have any way of
That's the side with the doors.
I don't know, redirecting one
It's
of the
actually the kind of thing I love to
floodlights
hear.
temporarily?
Those are the hands of a man who's a bit of a boy band member.
Well,
Nice and soft.
maybe on holiday he goes.
lot of-
Maybe he's on the deadliest catch during the holidays, and it's like he's a crabber.
Nope. Nope.
Huh, look at that.
We're gonna have to cut my hand off.
No, I don't. I think that would be
Like,
premature.
pack it in.
Ringo, this is very important. What else did you touch while in the last, ever since you touched the sticky point?
Well, there was a coffee cup, the coffee maker. There was,
Were you doing that phone thing during this time as well?
I guess so.
All right.
I was touching my phone.
0.
Some handles, I guess. I've been in a lot of places.
Rubbed my eye.
He's just been running around, rubbing his hands
Yeah.
on
Touching
everything.
everything.
Every time he comes to talk to me, he puts a hand on their shoulder. It's like, I've touched all of you. You may not have noticed it. But every time I come by, I put my hand on your shoulder.
It's like, I put my hand on his shoulder, but I didn't touch his hand, so I'm probably fine. But
Worst comes to worst, you can burn your fingers off, mate.
Hmm.
Oh no.
We might be a bit past that. She looks around to where you would have thrown the wet wipe away.
A bit
Yeah.
past.
And Ringo has smuggled a cat onto the Falcon. It's been hiding in the bowels
Yeah,
of the
it's
ship
on
ever
his
since.
hand.
In 5 months, the spores have
Grown into
grown
a cat.
into a kitty cat.
it only takes a couple billion years.
Every day in this desert landscape is 1 billion years in the real world.
Oh, no.
Billion.
It's just
Wow.
like just like Downton Abbey.
Yeah, it's just like in Downton Abbey.
Certainly, this is worth destroying some samples, isn't it?
Make your argument.
Yeah, well, no, that are alive and sticky at the same time.
Well, because like it's like
there's a lot of that
Can
stuff.
it be?
well, I'm just
I've been sticky so
But-
many times.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
I'm
is there any
alive.
way?
the scientists are just very excited that you guys are occupying yourselves with your own version of science. It's like maybe if he only showers the left half of his body.
Science.
Yuri, don't you know we went on expedition on a budget.
Clearly. Very clearly.
I'm just showing.
Sterling has paid a fortune for his portion of this. It's like,
Didn't pay enough.
2 fortunes were required.
and the people said, "Oh, that's really expensive. What if we build one jetty and see how it goes?"
No,
So they
you never go half jetty.
no the whole
Forever
island
to be
washed away.
known as
Shut-
the one jetty problem.
Yes, exactly. yes.
Schadenfreude Island.
Yep. Yeah, it was called like Dance Ocean or Ocean Dance or something like that. But yeah, it was one of the worst things. Is like the Army Corps of
so
Engineers
they know who
has
to
2 jetties.
blame.
Yep, exactly.
Fucking Dan.
That's
Yeah,
like 5 of my cars.
don't feel bad.
I only have 95 cars.
It wouldn't be safe. Like, I mean, you could try to crawl up there and like get at it while the thing is moving, but no one
Hell.
recommends that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, then you get left behind.
Ooh.
It's moving at like 30 miles per hour or something.
I always feel like this would be the part where you break into a version of the Hard Knock Life.
I'd be quite fond if the sun were to come out tomorrow.
And we have how many teams of sled dogs?
None.
Damn.
Hey,
Forgot those.
Sled dogs, you're looking at 'em, mate.
Hey, Yuri.
We can capture the sled dogs that keep ramming into us.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. You ride back to the ship with like
Conquer
two
them.
Byakuya rides like.
Oh my god.
It's only Yuri and Anthony left at the end. They're both riding an otherworldly monstrosity.
We are cat men. So that you can do that while I will construct additional additional snowshoes
In the control room where they're driving the vehicle.
Perfect. Actually,
where they're
can
planning
talk to
on
both
who
of
to
them.
kill.
All right, I'm gonna go
Ooh,
upstairs.
they have a little chart of like.
Now you know who the two are gonna
It's a
have.
food pyramid of the rest of the people on the ship.
It's
It's like first we eat Ringo, and next to each name is the perfect dish for that person.
Right, don't eat Ringo. He got not know his body. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be candid. They're probably gonna eat me first.
No,
No,
don't sell
no,
yourself,
don't-
sell yourself
don't say
short.
that.
No.
Don't-
We're going to pull straws.
Don't
It'll be
pat-
the unlucky
Don't
one.
patronise me, mate. Oh, mate.
We all could be eaten. Any one of us.
I look at your eyes and you patronise me with your look. You fucking posh twat.
I'm not dressing you with my eyes.
How dare you think you're more delicious than I am, you arrogant prick!
They're not gonna eat you. You boiled. No, we wouldn't do that. Put some layers on your feet. That's probably quite vital.
You gotta wear a lot of hats.
He's the CEO of his own business. I'm sure he does wear a lot of hats.
Oh, look at this. When I'm nervous and death is on the horizon, I joke about things. Yuri saw a list that said winter coat, and he brought what he expected a winter coat to be. You saw
like made
winter
from
coat, and you
seal
also
skin
said,
and
"Oh,
all
I
sorts
have a
of
North
crazy
Face
shit.
winter coat," and you brought that.
I was gonna say like all of my stuff is from REI.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Ringo, right, is your winter coat, is that on money?
When they find your frozen body in the waste, it'll be well dressed.
Will make excellent corpse.
Yes.
The fashion was to
The
die
scientists
for.
also all seem.
Surviving as long
Are
as
you an
possible.
agent?
I mean, I know why I'm here.
Okay. Turns out every member of the expedition has stowed away a pet. It's like, where'd that gerbil come from? I had it in my luggage the whole time.
It's like the Golden Compass. There are like soul animals or whatever.
Oh, that's right.
I need to construct snowshoes for my teacup pigs.
We're so cool, we killed God.
It's the peak of cool.
You may actually have brought extra for your friends. It's like,
I have hand warmers for everyone's gloves.
it's like, did you not bring hand warmers?
I brought
It's the part that goes numb the fastest. You need those.
I brought teacups
work in
pigs
the
for
cold.
everyone.
Yuri!
Everyone. You're all of our problems are solved.
Snack size.
He's got a briefcase that when he opens it up, it's actually been coals that have been slowly cooking a pig the whole time as it
I
insulated.
have hot coals to put in your
Yeah,
coats,
it's like what's
everyone.
this? It's like this is my luau pig that I've been preparing ever since I got off the ship.
Is this how the Russians get down? Fuck.
Yuri had planned for this expedition to
Guys,
fail.
I did have a team of sled dogs.
I know.
It turns out we didn't look through the whole shit.
Hiding! They were
my
under the
guys are.
covers!
Wow, that would be amazing.
Wow, I have 12 spirit animals, I guess.
No, with a 7, anything that was not like
Are you Santa Claus now?
Yeah, I have reindeer.
Wen goes, "Hey, you misogynistic pigs! How dare you underestimate the ability of women to be as effective?" And she steps
No,
in.
please,
right.
if you're stronger than Scott.
I never said that. I never said that.
She.
When blame the narrator for saying 4 strongest males.
Yep. So
Which was not I.
You guys, anybody but win. You can't. Like pull him aside.
well, as James has reminded me over and over again, my elderly ways and my old thinking. But wait, James said he was in high school in the 80s. That's not possible. And he did that
yeah.
calculation. And it's like, there's
But,
no.
but that's like a compliment.
He said you
Yeah.
look way too. Yeah, he said you look young.
Yeah, but it's like, nope, you're wrong. That
James old. I just mistakenly said that 44 was elderly.
twice.
Yeah.
How old are your parents?
They're 50s.
Elderly.
I hand out to like who I deem the
Weakest.
weakest
members of our party the snowshoes I've made, that,
Ah.
other than the one I made for myself.
Wow, why would
So-
you give that to win?
Well, actually,
How
no.
dare you.
The two,
No,
the
great.
two.
There's some debate about whether or not Scott should have one of the suits.
No.
He agrees that a true manly adventurer would not have to wear the suit. Yes,
Good.
let the weak wear the suits.
Let him die.
Yeah, I'd probably fall into the weakest category anyway.
Yeah. You have a con of 25.
You can't see my con score.
You can,
just-
you can
right
see the
through
health
me.
bar floating over your head. It's
Bing.
already yellow at the start.
That 80s show,
Yeah.
The Weakest Link.
I don't
It
know.
was the 90s.
When you get to my age, everything happened in the 80s.
Oh, yes.
That's how your memory works. So you're actually wearing these suits, so you're actually fancy free and like
It's like I'm
Slobbing
wearing
around.
nothing at all.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Yes, most people are not carrying the explorer's pack. Plus, your pack has food and stuff in it.
I'm carrying the Monster Hunter pack.
He doesn't just have flares, but he has a healing potion,
Some
and a-
garlic.
and a giant growth potion as well.
Steaks, silver bullets.
Oh, a crucifix, garlic. It's like, what's in here? It's like, oh, I'm ready for every monster type there is. Oh yeah, that's right. There's no holy water on this expedition. Well, that's gonna hurt.
Wait, I'm a
No
priest of
attack
the
holy order?
flying spaghetti monster church.
You hate to see it, folks. You hate to see it.
Good luck with that.
A large cat paw is placed gently upon your shoulder.
Mufasa?
Too bad there's only darkness here.
Mufasa.
Ooh.
James Lee's rolling damage.
All right.
Someone got hit.
What, you don't think I could roll a d4 for some other
No,
reason?
no.
There's four of
You're
us.
you're knocked 1d4 units to the left.
Yes. 1d4 clicks. You're now a mile away from the party.
Just the four of us. We can make it.
I
if
mean,
we
with these
try.
hypersonic.
Someone picked him up and snapped him slightly at a 90-degree angle where the chest and the spine is.
I believe the technical term is crumpled.
Yes. Oh. That's probably why Morty got snapped in two. If he weren't tied to the sled, he might have not folded that way when he was hit. Not that he would have necessarily survived either way.
No.
But
He was
yeah.
proboscis.
you have the choice of about a half a dozen entryways.
That's a D6, isn't it?
So
Scott will just go like, no, I'm the leader, and we're gonna go into 4.
Scott is the leader.
He does
I don't
fancy
respect
a 4.
him.
I feel that with our superior experience, it would be my opinion that Yuri has made the strong point that a smaller entryway would be easier to guard. It would be very hard to defend against such a... Back in my day, as a footballer,
I
for
don't
Oxford,
fucking care.
If you wanted to, you could hide behind them with machine guns, and like it's basically large enough stone geological features that turns out Yuri also has Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
It's called the Red Scouts.
I mean, Bear Scout, right?
Death
yeah.
Scouts.
Death Scout.
Fear Scout.
86 over 70.
Lucky for you, Scott also doesn't listen to things. So you get back to the group, and so
Lucky for us.
you.
Whoa, spooky.
Oh no.
Man, can you imagine some dark spirit trying to whisper bad stuff to people, and they just don't even hear it?
it's like, what's wrong with them?
It's like,
Wait, Kalani? Kalani, what is that?
did you hear that?
Wait, did you say aloha?
The slope's not that steep.
Come
Come
on.
It's only 27 degrees. All right.
I've been gurgling this water for ages, hoping someone would come by.
Wouldn't it be hilarious? You're an ancient evil from like
Blowing bubbles.
10,000 years ago, but it turns out human language has changed so much you're no longer actually able to communicate.
Or like you're waiting for years for the right moment, and the moment you do, like your voice cracks,
Gum.
and then you just can't speak.
I need you to gum.
the cave is warm but intraversible.
Like the human heart.
Oh.
Well,
In Mother Russia, you go spelunking in my heart.
warm but
Give spelunks
untraversable is my heart.
it smells like food. delicious, delicious food wafting through the empty cave.
Yes.
Through the empty cave.
Wafting.
Lucky
About
us, we
that.
hear nothing.
Wow!
82
This is
over
why you go-
70.
This is why you go into 90s. Look, Jack. You need to change your dice, sir. That is like the
86
third 86.
over 85.
Yuri and Harry see a shadow on the back wall that
Well, we'll tell one of them to step out of the light.
that no one is standing in front of the light.
From
Roll
the
listen.
crackling.
Oh yeah.
Then roll Sam.
No. the dude with the best listen can't listen to the
97 over
evil-
70.
listen to the
It's
evil
hard
whispers.
to listen
That's
over the sound of
insane.
Danny's panicking. You have this vague memory that Yuri and Harry See a Shadow was like an obscure, little-known sequel to Horton Hears a Who. Wen has thrown a throwing star, which nobody knew she had.
Well, she's my brand new favorite. So
And
we stand a legend.
My sausages.
you'll notice that we've had a change in venue. We've taken down the portrait from behind me and replaced it with this blank wall. We missed an opportunity. This would have been the time where we could have painted this whole wall blue and done that whole superimposed. No, I didn't realize there was a thing here. I thought this was a blank.
I'm not taking it off.
Okay, so I guess I turn on
I
my
didn't
light.
ask you. I didn't.
It's like, I'm naked under here.
So that's a 41 under 80.
I have a 66 under 90.
I have an 18 under 25.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, nice.
I'm delegating.
It's like, good job. Look on the ground. That's it. That's the ground.
I'm holding the light.
It's like, there's more ground over there.
You missed a ground. It made no noise whatsoever.
As soon as he says it made no noise whatsoever, you hear that howling animal noise that you heard before coming from the back of the cave.
Where are we supposed to go out there?
To another one of the caves. One that does not have a weird sound in it.
The howling is outside the cave, between
And
us
I'm
and the other
saying
caves.
the howling is happening inside the cave as well.
Right, we got walkie-talkies, right? Why don't we split up?
Yes! Half of us will go into the cave.
You just
and the other
have
will
to
go-
confront one monster and have to confront the other. Let's treat neither of them as really good legitimate threats.
Really? Tied. I'm going to ignore
Everything,
this conversation.
everything that I said.
I'm gonna spring the trap while you guys are arguing.
Let's
Let's just jump on the sleds,
on the
and
sleds?
friggin'
Yeah.
go for it. The friggin' penguin race.
So,
Do this.
This is a new version that is like suddenly all safety and knowledge of like surviving in Siberia is off. It's like, let's just ride these sleds down into oblivion.
I wasn't speaking with the accent. That was
Oh, okay, that was just Nick going, let's just sled down. You hear what you think was a footfall coming from the entrance of the cave. You hear the same thing, except it's coming from the darkness.
Okay. Immediately whirl over to the entrance of the cave with my flashlight
Okay.
and say, I heard something. We need to go quick.
Oh, you definitely misheard. You have not spent weeks in the wilderness with only your ears.
Yuri, I've spent weeks in the recording booth trying to hear the
There's
difference
not-
between
there's
an
not
A
the
and an A
time.
sharp.
There's not the time to argue
Doesn't
about
matter.
this.
We're going down the slope.
We're going down a slope.
Like monster shirtless warrior gone mad in the tundra wielding a sled
Yeah,
with blade.
monster hunter.
Yuri, your rifle doesn't have a flashlight attachment?
This is an expedition. We're not
You're
like
the
we're
one
not
that-
like snipers in like
You're the one
Red,
with the budget.
Red October.
You paid for the expedition.
It feels like a survival horror game crafting thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
it would be.
Like you got a roll of duct tape, a mag
penalties
light,
are
and a
not worth
rifle.
it.
What do you do?
You've got a battery and a knife, and somehow you make an electric knife?
No, you know what?
Like,
I would duct tape a survival axe to the end of my rifle, so there'd be a rifle axe.
Yeah.
All right,
Tape a maglite to my head.
that is so like trailer park. Is that you just strap it to like this is this tape to your. I'm okay. 45 degrees is nothing. Back in the village when I was training in the temple, I sat on the edge of a pagoda like this for like 20 years.
I'm telling you, I want Win to be my new best friend. So
She may be a witch, so
Doesn't matter. I want her to be my new best friend.
Yeah, wouldn't you want your best friend to be a witch?
She is
Throw a
very
shuriken?
self-confident.
We're the only.
I feel like we met this character.
Yeah.
on a
There's one
reality
character like
show
this
a
in
long
all of my
time ago.
games. Yeah.
Except I didn't want to be friends with her.
Yes. You are on the sled that has all the vodka on it.
Shit. Uh-oh. Christmas past.
Oh.
Well, it's a good thing we also have the Russian on the sled with us.
Oh yes, that's right.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Don't
why
worry.
I'm on this sled.
Yuri will drink the vodka for you to keep it out of your hands. It's possible that Deborah and Ringo were not the best choices for rope duty.
Then they should be with us.
Could have answered that, but
They could have come. They
You feel
chose
like that
not
their
to.
their main contribution is that they have hands on a rope. It's like,
69 under 70.
ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
Thought it was gonna be sanity.
Easy. I got a
One.
1.
Whoa.
That's a 1 under 85.
Oh.
Wow.
You hear a leprechaun.
Got a 69, then I'm lucky with the 1.
Oh, my
yeah.
god.
That monster
That's Ringo
is
for
now
ya.
attracted to me.
And Yuri just flings off.
Oh
And you see, like,
I imagine you like flying above when
And- and you see when get her hand onto Yuri's flashlight and rip it off of him as he continues forward. And she's got a flashlight in her hand that was on his belt.
Should have taped it to the gun. I'll be safer without it.
All right, I'm leaping off of this aircraft
I
carrier.
don't want to be up here.
So
I don't want to wait for my life to be over.
I know.
Watch out for him. I think he just threw himself over the ledge.
I hear him say that, and then I look up to see if there's a body that's gonna be flinging
All right.
itself
All right.
from
So-
behind me.
That's a fail, 69 over 40.
And then make a luck check.
Nice.
You just rolled
50.
269s. You're like the
Yeah.
sexiest player today.
Then
Are
I'll-
you the kind of person who yells and goes, "No!" when you're falling, or are you a silent screamer where you're like,
I was a singer, so of course I'm yelling.
oh, okay.
I got the vocal cords.
Okay, so you hear the yelling. As you pass your flashlight over, you
I was-
see the shape of a panther like passing in the light.
I wanted to escape it, but I guess I'm going down with it.
Wait, it's going down at the same rate that Ringo's going down.
Oh my god.
So I have one of the fancy suits, so I of course hear this.
Yes.
What do you mean it's coming down with me?
Fred?
Harry,
Harry.
Harold's.
I should remember Harry Stiles because this is all boy band names. So Harry
I
has
think Harold
said,
is a British name.
Yeah.
45. Oh, that was my old luck check.
Oh,
Over 38.
That's oh god.
Who needs old luck when you got new luck?
All right.
That's bad.
So you hear a noise. You hear like Russian swearing.
Run faster.
Okay.
You hear Russian.
You hear
Russian swearing.
Run.
Oh,
You shine your light, and about 10 feet away from you, you see Yuri's like sprawled on the ground.
Yuri, what are you doing down here?
It's a giant pachinko game now. It's like,
Everyone dies.
Well, except for you and me. Then we have a little two-person adventure.
No, we're the pegs in this pachinko machine.
Oh no!
No! I was gonna say, for the first time on the channel ever, rocks
So-
fall, everyone dies.
oh, that'd be amazing. It's like,
Fuck no.
it's very likely that the vodka's been compromised. Like, it's
No.
like, it's like,
You hear more Russian swearing.
You can't let me die in another puddle of vodka. It can't keep happening like
Hold on,
this.
I gotta lap this up.
it's like,
Waste not a drop.
it's like, stand by. I have to pause here. I'll get to you in just a moment.
Can't-
See if you can locate Wen. Is she still up the slope?
When? And I point the flashlight and just gonna search around.
But we need to be quiet.
He starts
Oh,
shouting. and
all
he's like,
right.
Vodka and blood might look very similar in flashlight light because it's just dark. You
Yeah,
could taste it if you like.
I'm not gonna taste it.
You want to have a little Wen blood? And he's like,
No, I don't want to risk it. I mean,
Blood
I
vodka.
I can
It's the
still-
Klingon
okay,
delicacy.
So
That's a 12.
Oh.
Under
88
my.
over 50.
That's on extreme.
All right. So,
The one-legged man. Single
no, this is so great. And he manages to flip the card over, and it slams down on his 2 legs. And
It makes a loud sound.
and make a sanity check.
We don't have time to sift through it or unpack it right now. We need to be moving.
Yuri, take a look at my leg, man.
And I say while I'm looking over Harry's leg. Because that was right after we rolled it over.
Severed at the middle.
Yeah.
Well, this has all got to go.
It's like, where's your leg, buddy? Oh, we forgot all about it. You should make a. I was gonna say make an appearance check.
Appearance?
No. You should make a power check.
Yeah, like, how ugly are you afterward?
Ringo report that not all the vodka was destroyed. So
we have 5 bottles left. Why do we have 5 bottles? And why is this only part of it? How many bottles did you put on this?
how much vodka? It was 80% vodka. It's like
could have
did you
been
bring
water.
the food? It's like, no, the food took up too much room. We didn't have room for vodka.
I wasn't
5
thinking of carrying
liters.
that many, but okay.
Possible to roll a 99 on luck and lose an eye.
The risk is there.
But if you lose an eye,
Ooh, you can wear an eye patch.
That's potential for power.
Oh my gosh, it could be a set of 5 different eyes that together forms the Infinity Eyes. She refuses your handshake and just jumps off the edge. We're not animals. No, she doesn't say that. It's like she just like.
don't fuck with me right now. I've got spreadsheets.
No.
No.
89
Oh,
over
no.
40.
Danny.
More than double.
Danny.
Both times.
Can't pay for luck. It's something you just roll.
I'm not getting a return on my investment.
My investment.
My residuals.
Deborah appears and like
Hi, Deborah.
almost magically teleports in because of how gracefully she arrived.
Well done, Deborah.
Oh, hi, doggy.
Next, no, a Valium with a vodka chaser. It's
That is not recommended.
like, don't worry, you'll feel better in the morning.
Don't worry, the lasting side effects won't matter to us. We're all gonna die.
I got an 81 over 70.
You're a listener. You didn't invest
can't-
enough.
Listen, I wanted points and other things like
I
meteorology,
can't listen.
disguise, singing.
Roll dice better.
Peter, roll dice better.
It's been a challenge lately.
She doesn't want you to see her without her head. It's very
That'd
embarrassing.
be-
Badassery where you forget to give him the crutches only happens in terrible game systems like Torchbearer.
Every action will
Got
take
that.
time. We don't have time to give you crutches. We'll all get hungry.
Smash.
I'm so hungry from these crutches.
Smash.
I got the crutch hunger.
Does anyone have the instinct?
I just
Will
want
give crutches.
Yes.
I just want Will. I just want Harry to remember that I was the one who put the crutches on my back and took that dangerous slide down the. And forget about the fact that I also told them to drop the ropes.
So when the dark gods say to Harry that he has to shoot one of you through the head in order to complete his quest,
Exactly.
you will not be the one he shoots.
Anyone but me.
Sasuke's clan, where he has to kill his best friend.
Oh yeah. That's
Oh no.
And take your eyes.
dumb.
Danny wants to be everyone's best friend because that is his only skill.
Darkness.
My specialty is failing upwards.
Ringo is...
Some of us are gonna have to stay here with the cargo.
I'll stay with the cargo.
So
What?
What?
Look, someone has to stay with the cargo, but we need to make sure only one person stays with the cargo. So it's like... yeah, her name is Deborah with 2 B's.
Bruh.
You can just change it at any time.
Deborah.
It
It's-
won't change anything.
Oh, I know.
It's pronounced the same.
She's basically a Debbie who hated being called Debbie.
Yeah.
Well, everyone who goes into psychiatry goes into it because something was wrong with them already to begin with. For the audience, in case you're angry, I'm a psychiatrist or a psychologist, so I can say that. We can use those words for ourselves.
If you're angry, then you're probably a Debbie.
I took this quiz. It told me I was a Debbie.
It's like,
I have a
You're
question.
such a Blanche.
He's bullshit.
Debbie.
I have a question about the sled.
What is Debbie?
Yes.
This is bullshit.
What is this, Debbie?
But it's something that looks like a tree branch next to a jellyfish.
A tree branch next to a jellyfish? That's odd. Why would there be cave drawings all the way up here?
You mean down here?
Hey, I'm 12. This is my first cave etching. This is actually my mom and my dog. Rub their faces against it or pour some blood into the cracks.
No climb.
Ooh, that could work though.
Does anybody
the blood
put
thing,
points
though?
into climb?
I
that they
put
could
points
use?
into blood pouring.
There is a climb skill.
20%
20%? Yeah, well, we should all just give it a shot, right? No.
1 out of 5.
Hey, you guys, let's all just cut our wrists
try and climb
and then just try to spear our blood on it.
Whoever smears their blood first wins.
You know, there are enough of you that you'd have good odds on one of you make.
We have all this extra blood.
I don't need all this blood in my body. What are you talking about?
As we have always said in Magic the Gathering, life is a resource. You have no idea whether or not they're one of those languages to read left to right, so it could be jellyfish branch and not branch jellyfish. This is one of my favorite things, is like all these people find ancient rituals that they try to perform in D&D, and it's like, hey, did you consider that maybe their language reads right to left? And they're like, no, it's like, oh my gosh, the demon! It's like,
You perform the ritual backwards and upside down.
yep,
This demon's upside down.
classic rookie mistake.
What are we gonna do with this?
The demon pops up backwards.
Speaks backwards, and you're like, I can't understand this guy.
I mean, imagine how the demon feels.
It's like,
You're a little upset. No wonder he always like attacks you.
it's like, yeah, English became the dominant language, and now all rituals are messed up.
Thanks, Obama.
Yep.
Drop that on.
No, I just love this idea that when you become president, they reveal to you that there's actually an occult wing of the government. And they're like, President Obama, we have to deal with this problem that's been complaining. All of our demon summonings have been going wrong. And he goes, well, I could do an executive order. It's like, no, the Republicans would never let you get away with it. And, like this whole conversation about like the underworld.
Those dang silly people. They got the pentagram drawn upside down.
Yeah.
Look at these idiots. That's Satan shit.
Oh my gosh. Wow, you're very good at that.
I got a 4 out of 80.
Wow.
Nice.
I got a 2 out of 25.
What is up? Are you two? Wow.
Damn.
I'll try and keep you in the loop, but if you don't hear from us, well, we have all the supplies. So you should probably come help us out.
If you care for these supplies, you will come and rescue us. Otherwise, just before we die, we will burn it to the ground.
I have the thing you want. That's what friendship is.
Yes. I would destroy this thing that you want, so no one can have it.
Sometimes it's important that emotion doesn't get in the way when you have to make judgments like this.
And you can hear like a lapping sound.
It's the vodka. We're gonna have a drunk beast.
This is good.
The vodka.
It seems to be lapping at the vodka. Someone should take a note of this. If it likes it, I'll let you know. It might be good for a trap later.
I mean, it also could be used for bargaining.
There's like,
Oh, it's a 20%? Oh, I almost...
Ringo is used to having to avoid fan interaction.
oh my gosh, like
Yeah,
he's left so
yeah.
many hotels without
Yes.
the fans noticing him.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta go incognito.
Oh, that is such an amazing thing. I should just purposely give you a higher stealth number just to reflect that power skill. It's like all boy bands have stealths of at least 60. Season 7 of Call of Cthulhu should be Call of Cthulhu boy band.
Oh no.
Amazing
Yeah.
crossover
Yeah.
episode.
If Ringo survives,
Oh my
maybe,
gosh, that'd be
Gotta get the
amazing.
band back
I'm
together.
gonna kill you just so that doesn't happen.
And there's a moment of like Mexican standoff quietness. Or whatever the appropriate thing is now. I apologize. That
Room
is-
tone.
Yes. It's like
There's a moment. There's a moment of room tone.
It's like
The group.
racism moment.
It's like the monster's like, hold on, I'm getting the room tone, then I'm gonna eat you guys.
Oh yeah. So Peter is making gun motions for me to shoot
bang,
it,
bang, bang, bang.
but I got a
get some-
natural
You are
one.
given
Okay.
a life
Unnatural.
and you get to
Wow.
succeed.
I did not see this coming. All right. So
Bazinga.
you hear him make a sound like ouch or like whatever the equivalent is.
Let me see.
Or like a
It's a-
swear.
I was thinking, like, what's the most British grunt that I can make.
Oh yeah, bollocks.
Bollocks.
Wow, he managed to get 2 syllables out. When this happens, you go bollocks.
I go bollocks.
So you guys giving chase?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh.
Yuri says it, I'm on it.
So
It's us versus the
so
beast.
Yuri goes after it.
You got. I'm fucking. My eye hurts so bad. Oh my god.
Did it kick you in
What?
the eye?
Bloody hell. Oh,
What happened?
it's got a tongue like a fucking Komodo dragon or a moral lizard or some shit. It splashed some acid in my eye or whatever the fuck it is. Oh god.
You didn't shoot it in the face.
Oh
No,
God!
it had a human face or sort of like a human face.
Not a human face.
It's like a horrible acid burn, and his eyeball's gone. Like it's just a hole with blood in it now.
Right eye or left eye?
You've been pointing to
It's-
his your right.
It's always been.
The left.
It's always been the left.
You're all right now.
So
The most medical attention we can give is to kill this creature.
Let's apply some medical attention, Yuri. I suggest 50 cc's bullet to face.
I hear him say that, and I'm like, "Give me a vodka, mate. just give me the vodka."
It was huge.
it is, but if it is anything like felines, you know that if you've ever owned a cat, cats are 90% empty space.
It's like a hive of elephant lion sphinxes.
That move like snakes.
Yup. And are invisible a lot of the time. Great. Let's go back.
What? I'm sorry. What were your spot checks?
44 under 75, and Peter got 95. Over. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't